though. Let's go over the women's 100, where we did not have Elaine Thompson-Herah, unfortunately. We did not have her in this race. Late scratch. Gordon and I talked about that on Friday, but we did have Gabby Thomas. We did have Shericka Jackson. We did have Dina Asher-Smith. We did have Daryl Nader. We had some solid competitors. The first surprise, though, was the fact that Gabby Thomas ran the B heat of the 100. How many times do we talk about people running when they have two heats in a Diamond League and they peace out after the first one? Gabby Thomas did the opposite. She didn't need to run the B race, but she ran the B race in 11:27 and won it, and then came back and ran the A race. Perhaps that's preparation for trials when she's going to be running multiple races over the course of that competition. But in any event, the final didn't end up being about Gabby Thomas. It ended up being about Dina Asher-Smith, who got beat pretty convincingly in a 200 by Thomas and Shericka Jackson in Doha not too long ago. So she turns the tables here. She goes 11:11. Not a fast time, not a crazy time, but she gets the win over Jackson, who I have, still top 3 in the world. That's the bronze medalist, Shericka Jackson. Shericka Jackson is a key part of that Jamaican sweep. If Jamaica wants to sweep, now they'll get 4 in because Fraser Price has the bye, so they'll have a little bit of wiggle room there. But for Jamaican women to sweep in the 100, they need Jackson to come up big. So I thought this was a important run for Asher-Smith after that 200, and kind of makes you wonder, hey, is that Jamaican sweep still possible? What are the odds of that Jamaican sweep now? Because we know there's other women who can run in that range. You get down to 10-9, 10-8, obviously, select company. But low 11s, there's plenty of women who can run that time. So we got to figure it's going to be crowded. And a lot of women who can run around that time, that let's just say 10-9 to 11-1 range. That's a lot of the American contingent too. So we know Elaine Thompson-Herah, if she's at her best, is going to be up there. We know Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, if she's at her best, is going to be up there. But then who's in that next group? Who's in that next group, and how close are they to Shericka Jackson? And it looks like right now, Asher-Smith, she had some bad injury luck last year at the Olympics. She's a world champion going back to 2019. Looks like she's coming back to her old self. So that women's 100 is getting pretty excited. I also saw, supposedly, we're going to see Sha'Carri Richardson later on today racing in Florida. But yeah, put up this, if we can, put up the descending order list from this year. You see how crowded it is in the 10-8s into the 10-9s, right? And a lot of American representation there too. So, it'll be interesting to see where Jackson fits in going down the line. But right now, I'd say it's an interesting result to see Asher-Smith back to where she was. And so far, Shericka Jackson, 11 flat is her best time. Yeah, that was into a big headwind, but can Jackson be that key part of the Jamaican sweep? Because we know Thompson-Herah is going to be there. We know Fraser Price is going to be there. That fourth person that they get, maybe they can pick up the slack, but Jackson right now has a little bit of work to do to catch up to those other athletes. Let's talk 1500 now.